Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Hitch and Yeti here, and today my original vlogging plans was kind of put on hold as the weather here in the Carolina Beach area here at Pleasure Island has definitely deteriorated today. Pretty much out of nowhere in the last 24 hours or so, we went from supposedly having a pretty sunny weekend with scattered thunderstorms to now we have a full-blown tropical storm Colin moving up the east coast from South Carolina area. More specifically, I think Charleston is where the center of rotation is right now. So I thought I would bring you out here and you know, turn a bad day into something positive and kind of give you an idea of what the weather looks like and what the ocean looks like, because it's getting pretty rough out here as it moves closer. So let's take a walk down here at the Fort Fisher historic site area, and I'll kind of show you around a little bit and let you see what things look like. So as you can see, it is looking mighty stormy out there on the horizon as the storm moves closer. All the red flags out are on down the beach, so no swimming is allowed. They have a lot of warnings for dangerous currents, obviously, on the eastern facing beaches here in New Hanover County where I'm at. And it is getting quite windy. The strongest winds don't supposed to arrive in about 2 more hours, but right now I would say our winds are probably around about 25 miles an hour. And it's pretty sustained. I mean, it does not let up. I'm really having to hold on to this umbrella pretty intensely. As I'm looking at these trees right here, you can kind of, I don't know if it really shows up on camera, but man, the clouds off to our west or southwest back that way is really getting dark. That must be a pretty intense sail moving this way. One thing I can definitely say, the people that came down here for their July 4th weekend vacations, they're getting more than what they bargained for, but everybody seems to really be in good spirits and they're not letting this storm deter them in any way. I still see a lot of people out. A lot of people's out shopping. I actually just drove down to the North Carolina Fort Fisher Aquarium and it was sold out for the day. So people is definitely finding other ways to spend their or kind of kick their weekend off. You know, we're not into the meat of July 4th yet, but this is just the early parts of the celebration. So they're still making do, and it seems like everybody's still in good spirits. So that's always good to see. Man, the wind is really blowing, and look at that ocean, really getting angry. Got some guys over here doing a spot of fishing. You know we can't come all the way down here without checking out the secret spot. Somebody needs to trim up the entrance a little bit. But this is so cool because you can come in here and the foliage is so thick you don't get rained on. You don't even got no wind. So you come in here and you're perfectly dry. As you can see, there's not much wind. You can just kind of hear the wind outside. But yeah, it's like 25-mile-an-hour winds out there, but in here you really have nothing. Pretty cool. This is like, I always like to refer to this as like the Bat Cave at Fort Fisher. It's pretty cool. I must say, on this little walk out here, I have seen a lot of people, and I think it's getting a little bit more crowded now. Since the rain has died down now, there's a lot more movement of people coming out here, and I think everyone's wanting to do the same thing that I'm doing today, and that's just look at the ocean and just checking out how rough it is and the wind and things like that. And maybe later on, hopefully people will stay inside as the brunt of the storm moves up the coast later on this evening. So as I'm sitting out here looking at the waves and the ocean, this stuff is so neat. I'm always very fascinated with storms and stuff, and it got me thinking a little bit. You know, down at Curie Beach, they have a century plant that has recently really grown up and sprouted here in the last few months, and I think our blooms are starting to show now. So on our way down, we might stop at Curie and go check out Beulah, the giant asparagus. The you know, kind of the superstar of the area right now, this plant is. So it's she gets a lot of attention from local news groups and things like that, news stations. So we might go down there and check her out and see how this wind's affecting her, because she is so tall and, you know, she's not super thick. So let's go look at that next. And right before we leave, I just happened to look out here in front of us, and man, you can really see the intensity of the storm. You can see that sail. It's kind of light right there, but you can see the rain falling, and then look off to the right slightly how dark it gets. We'll try to zoom in on that, let you see that and check that out real quick. It is really looking mean. That is a pretty intense looking sail right there. Alright, so I made my way down here to Curie on 3rd Avenue and I Avenue. Right on the corner here we have Beulah, the giant asparagus. This is the century plant here in Curie. And we'll zoom in. I don't know if it's going to show up, but try to zoom in to show you the blooms up there at the top. Looks pretty cool. And if you've seen my vlog from the Curie Beach tour that I did here recently, we will put a link to that in the description down below. You can take a look at it, what it looked like a few weeks ago when I did that vlog compared to now. But not a whole lot of wind, you know, back here right now. It's not gusting like it was on the actual ocean front, so looks like old Beulah's doing pretty good. All right, friends, I have made my way over here to the Curie Beach fishing pier now, and I thought we'd just take a look around here to kind of see how this storm is affecting business here, and kind of see what the crowd level looks like out here on the beaches. It's pretty thin. So walk down here, you can actually see the there's actually a lifeguard in that stand right there, and they got the red flag out, so therefore no swimming today. Beaches are closed. You can come out on the beach, but you don't supposed to get in the water. Normally this time of year down here, like a 4th of July weekend, a heavy vacation time for people and families, this place would be packed. But not today. You know, that lifeguard right there is thinking, man, this is a bummer. Sitting up here in all this weather, hanging out with that wind. God bless them, that's all I can say. Even on the pretty days, God bless you for watching out for people out here in the ocean and keeping everybody safe. So here I am looking back toward the north, toward Carolina Beach. You can really see it's getting awful foggy looking out here. The rain's really starting to pick up, so I think I'm going to call it in and move inside, but because the weather is really starting to deteriorate. It's pouring down rain. Old Gory up there flapping in the wind.
Oh, come on, come on. Hey, slow up, slow up. We're at the parking lot
still. Golly, that's gotta suck to be those people out there beneath that tent right there. They're hunkered down, but I guess they're just gonna ride it out for a little while. I must say, this is turning into quite the July 4th weekend. Look at all this rain. The roads are getting pretty saturated and flooded. I love this area here at Curie Beach. I love the houses and the colors, like the purple house right here. I like that a lot. I love all these different colors. Even in a tropical storm, it's still beautiful. Right here we're passing the Carolina Beach Lake area. There is nobody on the lake riding any paddle boats today, I can assure you that. There's some of the leftover tents from the farmer's market this morning that was pretty much rained out, but a few people still showed up and shopped and stuff, but it wasn't the crowd that it normally is, that's for sure. Look at the water cascading off the rooftops. This here's down at the Carolina Beach boardwalk on the back side of the boardwalk area. An arcade. Love these colorful murals that they painted. So right here we're getting close to the, right there's Jolie Apartments, and then we got the Dolphin Lane Hotel. And I want to show you the street through here because we're getting quite a bit of water build up already. You can see the water really splashing up right there in the corner of the truck. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Those guys there are doing it right. They're out drinking a few cold ones, enjoying the beautiful weather. All right, friends, can you believe we went through all that weather and all that like torrential downpour, 30-mile-per-hour gusty, squally weather and winds to this, all within about the last hour. We got some blue skies up here now. Things really have cleared off quite a bit. Still a little bit of weather out there in the ocean, but what a huge difference just in the last little bit. But that's how the beach is sometime. Well, everyone, that is pretty much it for me today. I really didn't get up this morning thinking I was going to be making a vlog video about a tropical storm here on the Carolina coast, but you got to take what you can get sometime. I thought I would just kind of share it with you a little bit to show you what it's like when you're here and one of these systems comes through. So it looks like we're going to start clearing up. Tomorrow looks a lot better. We've got mostly sunny skies tomorrow with a high of like 90 degrees. So should be a good time for the 4th of July festival over at Southport. And I'm really looking forward to going over there and making a video about that. So stay tuned. And that's about all I got today. So if you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing. If you like the content today, please give it a thumbs up. Until next time, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in the next video. Y'all stay safe out there. Check this golf cart out. It actually has eyelashes. And Woody from Toy Story. How cool is that? Sometimes it's the simple things that make me smile.